So, all right, thank you, everyone. We're moving on now. And yes, we've had two virtual sessions, and then we still have one of our speakers who is seated here physically with us today to take us in the next session. We're still going to have a panel discussion, and there will still be room for us to do a bit of networking. And like I keep saying, I assure you that everything is still going to be within the allotted time. So I'm going to read about this next speaker, and I want us to listen carefully. I'm going to read everything about him. I'm not going to skip, because when I started reading about him, I was already inspired. And I believe that someone else here too will get inspired today. We're going to have Coach Wale Adejuyigbe. Coach Wale Adejuyigbe is the team leader of Connecticum Education. He's an educational consultant with precisely 11 years working with different schools on the area of staff management, population increase, quality assurance, debt management, and parent management. His prowess in these areas has taken him to many schools across the country. He manages the teaching operations of over 80 schools, and he has increased the population of many schools. With his first degree at Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, he has PGD at Olabisi Onabanjo University and master's degree in educational psychology from University of Lagos. Wale is GPHR certified under Society for Human Resource Management, SHRM in America. Is a child psychologist and family life practitioner with unique insight into how emotions and thoughts drive family life. Wale works as a child psychotherapist in 8 schools and 2 SEN schools. His ability to transform students with academic underachievement has been commended and recommended by many schools and parents. Wale is a specialist in child anxiety treatment, childhood trauma, and adverse experience turnaround interventions. He works with different schools across the country and has helped so many schools in rebranding and transformation. He functions as a counselor for 3 different churches, and he conducts several singles and couples forum for these churches. Mr. Wale speaks regularly at Parent-Teachers Association meetings for different schools across the country. His approach into parenting makes him a sought after by schools in educating parents and even convincing parents to cooperate with the school. Mr. Wale is often referred to as Coach Wale for his coaching approach on transforming individuals, families, organizations, churches, fellowships, and schools. He runs High Impact Life and Leadership Heal, a leadership and life development platform for communities, campuses, and secondary school students. This made him mentor over 600 children and youths, and the number is still counting. He runs several online platforms where he coaches individuals, sales professionals, proprietors, administrators, and HR professionals on a daily basis. He's married to Temitayo Adejuyigbe, who is a fashion entrepreneur, and God has blessed their union with Caris and Daniel. If you listened well to what I just read, especially if you're an EdTech founder, a school owner, a tutor, I think that this is somebody that we all need. Do you agree with me? We need to learn from this man. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we bring up Coach Wale Adejuyigbe to take us on empowering educators, building teacher capacity for the future. Somebody say, I am ready for my capacity to be built.
I don't like reading my profile. Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing today? I'm sorry, I want to share my screen so that will allow me to be able to do every other thing I want to do today. I'm happy being here. Please, can you help me jam your hands together for 2 people actually? Jam your hands together for Learnify. Please help me jam your hands together. And let me appreciate my friend, my brother. I call him Flo. You know, when you meet some people, some things will just flow. That's aim for you. I want to appreciate you. Thank you so much, sir. Okay. Sorry. I'm going to be speaking about teachers' capacity for the future. Okay. I hope you won't distract me with this thing. If it's not much, please, can you hold on? Please, I beg you. You are not hungry. I'm giving you the food. The food you need now is what I'm giving you. I will fill you. By the time I'm done with my session, you'll be full. You'll be very, very full. I promise you. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But possibly maybe after 20 minutes, you can share. Yes. I'm speaking on teachers' capacity for the future. I hope you don't need me to show. Okay. Because I'm a spontaneous speaker. So if you restrict me to that place, I won't be able to function. You understand what I'm saying? All right. I'm happy to be here one more time. My name is Wale Adejuibe. I'm often called Coach Wale. Um, let me just spring into action in order not to, if I'm greeting everybody one by one, by the time I'm done with the greeting, I'll just have to give you mic. I said, thank you very much, everyone, for coming to listen to me. And then we are done with the work. But let me start. I want to start by first differentiating between capacity and skill. I want to talk about capacity, but let me say this, please. Capacity is not attending training. In fact, can I tell you the truth? It's not following the trend. No, I will say some things today that I believe that you should work on. You should work on it. How do we build capacity? You build capacity the way you build yourself. First thing I want everybody to note is that humans, we are very, very elastic. You are all elastic, no matter your age. We are elastic. Unlike other animals, a dog cannot grow in capacity. Capacity is not size. Capacity is not age. You know, age should teach wisdom. Am I right? But we know that is not where that scripture ended. So you must understand what capacity is about. So I have here, I said skill. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we have many people that have skills with low capacity. That's very important for you to know. That I have skill does not mean I have capacity. You know, there are three classes of life in the social class of life. We have the top, we have the middle, and we have the low. The low class, it is said that is 55% of any society that belongs to the lower class. The middle class, they are in the range of 32%, 35%. And then the upper class is 12%. 1% of the upper class is controlling 46% of the resources anywhere, any day. You know what was discovered? The people that are that 1%, they have small skill, but they have big capacity. The people that are at the lower class, they are the ones that have the biggest skill, talent. They can teach even we fall. Please, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Yes, they teach very well. You know, when teachers go for interview and teachers are saying, as you're looking at me, I'm so confident I can teach. Yes, people that have skill. I used to say something. A skillful teacher is not a person, it's a tool. I'm telling you. When you have skill, the most important thing about skill, what do we do with it? We use it. Skill only qualified you to be used. You have to understand. So when we are differentiating or when we are talking about capacity building, know what you are building. So people say I'm building capacity and all you can say about them is skill. Skill. So let me just quickly talk about this. Look at it. Your capacity is built based on your ability. So that's why I put it like this. Your capacity is about your natural and innate ability, while skill is a learned behavior. Do you understand what I'm saying? You went to school, you had certificates, you are working, you have been teaching. Thank you. This is the most important thing you will do for me today. Before you come back and say 5 minutes more. That one is always very dangerous. Second thing is skills are quantifiable and measurable. You see, communication skill. From the way I'm speaking, can you say I have communication skill or not? You can measure it. But when you look at abilities, can you guess my ability as I'm standing, as I'm speaking to you right now? I promise you, you don't know. You can't. I'm telling you. That's why you see that some people are out there, and what you know about them is just one of 10 things that bring them money. Have you noticed that until some people start speaking, until some people start writing, that's when you now say that, oh my God, what is this? Please, do you get what I'm trying to say? But you see some people too, they are very loud. But after you just check their bag, you just wonder, how come? I was even thinking you are this plenty. Why? Because ability is not loud. Skill is what is loud. You know, when some people are skillful, they just get to a place and say, they should treat me well. Don't they know who I am? It's skill. Possible to teach, to test, and to measure. You see, anything, anybody with skill can be taught. Anybody that wants to acquire skill. Because from the word acquisition, skills are acquired. But this one is difficult to teach. Capacity is difficult to teach. You cannot impart it. I can't say that you are going to build capacity right now because I'm speaking to you right now. I'm telling you the truth. No, because it's not an immediate thing. Oh, yes. Please, do you understand what I'm saying? And it's not. Every time I meet a teacher that has spent 15 years teaching, the first thing I used to ask them, I said, please, I know that I'm not talking to you about teaching, Rara. I just want to sit down with you. Let's discuss. I said, because if you have done something for 15 years, it's not only that age that I'm interested. It's not only the experience that I'm interested. I want to see how you have built capacity over the years. I want to see how wide you are. That's what we call capacity. Developed through training and experience. That skill acquired without formal instruction. It's like a routine, a pattern, something that has been part and parcel of you that makes you so big, so huge. I met a school owner at Magboro. I'm a school consultant, and I don't do it on a small scale. I do it very big. I met a man at Magboro. He has 11 businesses. So one of the business is school business. And then we got talking. I told him, I said, sir, you asked me to come and coach you. No, you are the one that should be coaching me. How can you be listening to me? How can you be calling me sir? How many business did I have? The man said, right from the time when he was 10-year-old, the father has handed over the father's rental service, rental business to him at age 10. He said, how did the man handed it to him? He said, one day, all the staff were carrying chairs. So he too decided to help them so that the thing can be easy. He said the father pulled his right ear. I said, I will knock your head. Don't carry chair. You should instruct them. You see where he had 10 businesses? Because I asked him one day, I said, sir, how are you doing it? How does it happen? You really show up. The man said, I resume to school on the day of resumption. I speak to all the staff, and then maybe midterm, or maybe they have any special program, and I come back. That man has been instructing people from age what? Age 10. You don't think that one will now say he wants to start business now, and all he's thinking about is to look for, okay, what part can I do in that business? No. The father has given him something big, or maybe possibly something bigger. Please, are you getting me? That is what they call capacity. Somebody will see that kind of person and say, oh, I think this school business is not as bad as I think. Please, do you understand what I'm saying? He won't understand that it's not about his skill, it's about his what? Please, let's go on. Let's go on. I'm cautious of time. So when we talk about capacity, wait, this thing has moved here. It has not moved here. I'm talking about the strength of your abilities. When we talk about capacity, two things are involved. Number one is what I call the strength of your abilities. Number two is what I call the weight of your responsibilities. I think you need to help me look at this thing. Number one is what? The strength of your ability. And number two is what? Yes. When we talk about capacity building, two things are happening to you at the same time. Everybody seated there, I'm sure of that. Your strength and a weight. A strength and a what? So picture this, my left hand. So to you is my left. Yes. Picture this, my left as the what? Strength. And picture this, my right as the what? The weight. Oh, it's not here. Sorry. I'm using, can we connect? We need to, thank you. So this is my what? And this is my, you need the two to develop capacity. Your strength, that is your innate ability. So it's your ability to speak. It's your ability to teach. Please, are you following me? Then the second one is the one, which is the weight. What are weights for us as teachers? To handle children that you have tried everything that you know on that child and is not developing. The child is not developing. That is what I call what? Is weight. 8 out of 10 teachers will run away from problematic children. Problematic children, struggling learners. 8. Some people right now that are working in schools are praying to God. Say, Father, as I resume, it's only children that have brain that must come to my class. So when they resume and they said that, oh, what? Who brought you here? Say, it's my mommy. It's your daddy. And he said, so tell me, what can you do? I can eat. Out of everything in life, heat is what you can mention. Say, read this thing on the board. Pay what? If I slap your face, can I tell you what's happening? Oh, thank you very much, sir. It's on. Okay, I need to connect again. Sorry, so that we can follow with what we have. Thank you, sir. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please, are you still following me, everybody? So what's to my right? What's to my left? What's to my right? You see, to build your capacity, you need the two. But you know what the problem is for a lot of people? A lot of people are here. My strengths. I will hone my strength. I will hone my strength. But when the responsibility that will really determine the size. So you know what? One of the things I used to say is that where the real problem is actually is in the problem. An average teacher has not been raised to identify problems and love it. Please, are you following me? You must become a student of problem. You just decide and said, I want to know what is the matter. See, I got into training teachers because I had a very good career in education. I started as a school administrator. In 8 months, the school that I worked, the population moved from 84 to 256 in 8 months. Yes. On that premise, I've helped a lot of schools. During COVID, immediately after COVID, I worked with a school at Seleigbe. They started afresh. The man was thinking that he wants to postpone it to 2021. I said, no, he started afresh. I said, let's do it. It can work. This is even the time that the COVID period exposed a lot of schools' inefficiencies. I said, so if you start now, you are going to take certain steps. As I'm talking to you right now, the school is over 1,000 students. Started in 2020. You know what? And I was in fact, I was balling. I was collecting school fees for schools in this Lagos. And my percentage is 10%. And I will collect 4 million in one school as a school administrator. But by the time I'm doing that, and I discovered that a parent will just tell me, Coach Wale, sorry, I was not Coach Wale then. Mr. Wale, is only money that you people know how to collect in this school. So this boy now, he came into this school when he was in nursery 1. Now he's in primary 3. The handwriting is still bad. The minute a parent tells me that, everything that I know about school fee collection will just come down. I told myself, I need to study how students pass. I don't think it's that hard now to have legible handwriting. I don't think it's that hard. So you know what I did? I started studying. You must study problems in this field. You want to increase in capacity, you cannot do without that weight of responsibility. Some people, you don't need to study those problems too much. You need to study management problem. Because a lot of schools, I can tell you, should I say this one? I'm serious. I give some schools currently in Lagos. I don't even some schools. I give many schools in Lagos 15 years from now. They will cease to exist. I'm serious. And why? Because of the managerial faults. I need you to understand that. And that is one of the things that I'm getting teachers to understand. I was in a school 2 weeks ago to do interview for a set of principals and head teacher that wants to come to the school. The school number of staff is 68. The school has secondary, primary, and preschool. 68 staff, and we are looking for head teacher and principal. I lie not under God. The stipulated salary for principal that is coming in, I didn't say what the people that came were talking about, is 650K per month. For the head teacher, a man came qualified. He said he was earning 230,000 naira from where he was coming from. The proprietor sat beside me. The said, that's too small for you. That's too small. As he was saying that, I was looking at the payroll of the entire staff. None of the staff is collecting 200,000. I said, if I'm a staff in this school, they carry my head come out for something. Who said I cannot collect 650K? But you know what? They are not looking into that line at all. Why? I cannot kill myself. Let me stay in strength. This is my own strength. The problem of capacity is not in your strength. Who cares? The real deal is in your what? It's in the weight. See, the bigger the problem, the bigger the solution. The bigger the solution, the bigger the pay. The bigger the pay, the bigger the boy. If you want to be a big boy, you must understand we solve big problems. Yes. You want to earn so much, but what problem are you solving? Let's be very factual about it. If you are running away from problem, then you are running away from capacity. The bigger the challenge, the bigger. Just go to iFitness or look at the gym. That gym is a very practical thing that helps you to understand capacity. When you are carrying what do they used to call this one that they carry? If you are still carrying 5 kg, you see some people, they'll be dancing when carrying. By the time they carry 30 kg, then he knows that, somebody is carrying with his hand, he's saying my back. What's the correlation between hand and back? Because the entire system felt it. But do you know that if that person persevere enough for a particular time, after you drop it, you will go back to it. Your body begins to adjust to the weight. Your body begins to adjust. Before you know it, you can lift it. Before you know it, you're not lifting. And they say, hey, this thing that you used to complain about, that's the way life is. If you want to build capacity, it's not the number of training that you go. Let's take the next slide. I said weight is constant. So the capacity of a teacher is in this. That one that okay. I still have some minutes more. How do I know that I have capacity? Let me just quickly. Number 1, less. Number 2, loss. Number 3, new. Number 4, more. What does it mean? Let's go quickly. New. The number of things you can produce for exchange. It shows me. Your ability for capacity is in new. The number of things that you can produce as a teacher. You are a language teacher. Fantastic. You can do that. But do you have reading club? Oh, yes. Right now, you see, I'm telling you, it's not time to say that I want to be fully 100% online. Well, it's okay. Fantastic. Very good. But what are the things that you are bringing on board? What shows your capacity? Can you even run on that online? Can you run a readers club? And the parent won't feel as if the online is not. Can you run it? Can you run a public speaking club? Your capacity is in the number of things you can produce for exchange. You tell people I'm busy. Let them see the busyness, not as going up and down. Let them see in what you command. That's number 1. New. Number 2, your capacity is measured in amount of time it takes you to achieve something. That's less. How long does it take you to get a child from non-reader to become a fluent reader? That's your capacity. Take some people 3 sessions. Take some people 3 months. What's the difference? Capacity. And why? This person has been doing it over and over. Am I right? After doing it, then it comes back again. And that's the way it works. As a teacher, please, even no matter what you do, even if you have business, your capacity is known in the amount of time it takes you to achieve something. Your time to achievement is always an indicator of capacity. Number 3 is loss. What do I mean by loss? How many failed plans and projects do you have? Some people are always planning. Let me tell you, that's how to know you have low capacity. Every time you plan so well, and out of 8 plans, you can only do 1. What happened to the remaining 7? Nigeria happened. Nigeria. And you know the amazing thing? The capacity may not be, you may not really have too much, how do I say it? You may not really have too much excuse. Why? Because your skill may still be giving you something. Please, do you understand what I'm saying? Your skill may still be giving you things. But the challenge about it is that there has been decreased in number of, you just look at it. Ask yourself, what were the things that I planned in January? And this is August. How many of those things have I executed? If you execute less than 6 out of 10 things, you need to build your capacity. Number 4, more. Number of ways you can express your ability. Your capacity is a number of ways you can express your abilities. So I can speak. So I can teach. That's 1. That's not the only thing. Please, are you getting me? Oh, yes. I've published 12 books myself. I've published 12. I've written many, but I've published 12. I have 24 audio materials, audio books. I have 16 online courses. Yes, I employed 1 person. That's his job. And I'm paying him on a monthly basis for that. Be selling it. I don't care. Sell it to Sweden. Or, in fact, people that can't understand English, sell it to them. The more you sell, the more we make money. That's it. It should amount to something. That's what we call capacity. The number of ways. Ways. Please don't be a man of one way, or don't be a person of one way. Yes, because you can't maximize things. See, you can imagine the crude oil, even crude oil, even crude oil. I was on Nairametrics, right? And I saw that they asked a question. They said, Can somebody tell us the sector that is most untapped in Nigeria?" And people were saying, "Oh, tech." So someone said, "Our human capital development, our human capacity, we are untapped." I said, "That's the truth, actually." So when you see crude oil is not in one way. Am I right? You don't just get fuel, petrol from crude oil. You get other things. So this is how I know, or this is how you know that you have what? Eh? Okay, so let's go on. I'm conscious of time. Yes. I have 10 minutes more. Yes. Life operates by rules. Please, I have to be very fast. Now, this is it. What do I want to tell you right now? This man, don't distract me. Go. Life operates by rules. I want to tell you, how do I build this capacity? How? The world, I said the world is changing, and so the rules are what? Oh, yes. See, let me tell you, just understand it. Once you hear that the world has changed, please don't look at the world that is changing. You don't have business with the world. The major thing that you must have business is what? That is why I believe something, honestly speaking, and really everybody, I want you to pay attention to me. I believe that education is going to be a massive gold mine. It's going to make more money than oil or any other thing that you can talk about. Because we are going into a volatile world, a world that knowledge is going to be a serious issue. And why? Because education is supposed to always teach us the rules. Over the weekend, I was in my father's house in Osun State. We came from the same place. And then I saw 3 men came in, and they looked at me. Wale Lili. I said, "Where those are?" "Oh, Wale." And one of them was accusing me that I don't used to ask of his own son. That the son that we used to play together when we were young. Say, he was saying it in Yoruba. Oh, sheye. I said, sir, do you know the amazing thing? I can't even remember that guy again. Say, Banjo, Roti. I said, okay. I was saying okay, but my okay was not okay. But you know, the amazing thing that shocked me, when they left, I told my dad, I said, wow. I said, education is the gate. The Banjo he was talking about did not go to school. I said, education is the gate. I said, why? Because education is meant to teach us the rule of the game. Do you know why it looks as if, have you heard people say school has come? Do you know why? Let me tell you, that's their truth. Because the school they went to scammed them. Why? Because the school was supposed to teach them the rules. See, let me tell you, a classroom is a place where rule for success and function should be taught. The way you are going to function in the next 10, 20 years will be taught in a class. So when the world is changing, what will change simultaneously? How do you survive and thrive in the changing world? You must do what? You must know the rules. If you don't know the rules, I'm telling you the truth. That's what happens to some people right now. I'm sorry I have to use this example. I was sitting with a 63-year-old man yesterday. He's having issue in his marriage. And the wife is saying one thing. You have 1 year more to retire. What is the plan? And the man is just saying, why you do like this? And I told the man, I said, you know why the two of you are fighting? Your wife is entrepreneurial. Your wife has more ambition than you. He said, the wife told me, he said, Coach Wale, look at this house. I'm the one that fixed the POP. I'm the one that did this one. I'm the one that did this. Said, we will talk about something like this. The man is just like this. I said, you need to understand. The man has been in paid employment for 30 years. What do you expect? You want him to also be jiving like you? You have been an entrepreneur all this while. But however, I looked at the man, I said, so sorry, sir. Life does not respond to our emotion. It does not respond to our feelings. Life only responds to rules. If you don't know the rule of the game, you'll be punished, no matter how sincere you are. I'm telling you, I've seen teachers cry. I said, no, that's not the problem. There are doctors too that are crying. Have you heard about some doctors? I had accidents. The man was treating my wound and he was lamenting. I was saying, Mr. Wale, sorry, how are you? I used to see you. Where do you work? I said, I work with schools. I'm a consultant. I said, I want to be like you. Hey, doctor, for the first time. You know, some of us that we had it as ambition. When we were writing JAMB, I wanted to study medicine, the first JAMB. So when I saw doctor say he wants to be like me, okay, sir, what happened? He said, look at this now, this hospital, they are paying me 38,000. I'm serious. I'm talking about 2017. He said, they are paying me 38,000. I said, for what? Mba, no be this kind of medicine I saw. You know, do you know why I'm saying that? You must play by the rules. Oh, my time is up. So where is your first area of capacity? Please read it with me, everybody. Please. We said the country is hard. Some people are balling. Know the rules and walk the rules, please. Know the rules. Know the rules. So you have to build your capacity in areas. Look at it, everybody. You have to build your capacity in 2 areas. Anywhere I stop, I will stop. You have to build your capacity in how many areas? So I use right hand and left hand. I want to use right leg and left leg. So in any time, any day, anywhere, any profession, any sector, there are principles or there are things that will never change. Say left leg, it will not change. I call it predictable realities. And then the second one are the things that are changing, which I call unpredictable reality. So my left leg is for what? My right leg is for what? Follow me carefully. You must build your capacity in these 2 areas, but you must start with this one, predictable reality. What does it mean? It's timeless. See, if they like, they should bring AI for everybody. One person now has AI for you. You have another AI. The AI is the one feeding you. AI is the one giving you food. AI is, or let me say, robot is the one doing everything. There are things that will never change. Number 1, problems are going to continue. No matter the innovation, no matter the advent of technology, no matter anything, we will always have what? Problems. You must build capacity in problem solving. You must master problem solving. You must not be about activity. You must understand what are the problems and how can we solve it. Your discussion on a daily basis must be centered around solution. You must always engage people. As you are looking at me, I'm only friends with problem solvers. Once I see that you are a problem solver and because my head is too busy thinking about solution than for you to now cause problem in my life. Mutiya. Problems, you see, problems will continue. As you are looking, I love problem. Good one. I love problem. Why? Because that is where people that had no background, people that don't have Lapo and Nepo, which one do you want? People that don't have Nepo, so, oh my God. Okay, you have teachers that don't understand here. God. See, as you are looking at me like this, me, I'm not Nepo. My own father is still depending on salary from me. If I don't pay him salary, we no eat in Osun State. So I'm not like Davido that the father gave him $100 million. Can you imagine? They say making it big by Femi Otedola. The guy said his own father gave him 250,000 pounds. Way back. Oh, we they give you 250,000 pounds now? Now. Ah, you see, oh, I'm telling you. That person, I will need that. We pray for that person. You now look at 250,000 pounds. And then the man wants to complicate the issue. He said he dropped out. I will drop. See, me, I will not drop out. Me, I will not drop out. Oh, I will fall out. Ah, hey, hey, hey. Oh my God. Thank God that somebody said, he said, hey, you people, you better give yourself brain. No, this man say he's a dropout. Before you start using him to preach, you better understand. He's from Nepo. Okay. But you understand, problems are going to continue. So because of that, your capacity must be about what? Problem solving. Teachers that want to be school owners one day, they are running from problem that they see in the school. How will you become a school owner that way? You can't now. I don't want it. No. It's about, see, honestly speaking, it's about problem solving. Number two, please, time. People are going to continue except there is rapture. Even when there is rapture, some people will rapturize, some people will remain. No, wait, am I saying it or not? They say husband and wife will be going, they will carry one will go up, one will remain. So for you to understand, and we don't know the years that will, people will continue. Just understand. So what does this mean? You must have people capacity. You must have capacity to manage people. If you don't have capacity to manage people, I'm telling you the truth. Oh my God. Let me not say too much. Do you know that many schools, either online schools or offline schools, because I consult for online schools too, many schools are struggling right now, not because they don't have the right curriculum, not because they don't even have the right system. The real problem is they don't know how to manage people. If your people management is intact, you can do many businesses in Nigeria. I am telling you, you can do businesses outside the country. People management, people skill, please. Number three, technology will always be here. So digital skill is on point. Digital learning is on point. You cannot, before AI came, we are using something. Am I right? We have a form of, there will always be a form of technology that will always be. So you must always be on your guard every time. Always. You can't look at technology and say, is the thing for the Gen Z. Some people right now still say, hey, please, how is that Zoom? How is it going to be something that you are supposed to spend VG? VG. You are supposed to be on it, 2 a.m. You are looking at it, and you are saying, let me do as if I'm not looking at this side. Number four, grit will always be needed, no matter the time. If Gen Z becomes Gen X, if they like, they say Generation Alpha, Generation Beta. What does grit means? Nothing will work. Listen, everybody, nothing will always work the first time. Nothing. I tell you, nothing. Nothing will always work the first time. It will take grit, ability to be consistent. You know, the speaker, Mr. Yemi, he was saying that, do you remember some people that used to cover their book? Am I right? Where are they? It's true. It's very correct. Do you know something? Can I make use of the board? Let me quickly show you one graph. So you understand what I'm talking about. Now, some teachers that used to feel like superpower, they will not feel like that again after this my session. The graph of intelligence. Okay, we want to move it. All right. Thank you. It's okay. It's okay. The graph of intelligence and success. It is said that it is not linear. Normally, this is supposed to be the graph. The graph of intelligence and success was supposed to be like this. And what does this mean? It's supposed to be that the higher your intelligence, the higher your... But that's not true. Life says the graph of success and intelligence is, they call it, in economics, it's called the marginal propensity curve. Sinusoidal curve. It's like this. This is the graph of intelligence and success. What does this mean? Follow me carefully. When you are intelligent or knowledgeable in an aspect, it is said that when you start, you will start growing. You will start becoming successful. Oh, yes. And everybody see you and they say, yes, that's the man. He said, but it gets to a particular point where additional intelligence in that area makes you plateau. You are not growing again, but you are not going down. You just keep going. And the more you are doing it, the more you remain like this. But after some time, you start doing what? More intelligence begin to lead to decline in success. Yes. How? Let me tell you how. 2016, a man convinced me to become a lecturer in 2016. Then I think I had maybe 15 or 16 schools. The man told me, the way you are, Wale, I have 3 houses. The way you are. Bashe now. At Moshood Abiola Polytechnic. He said, I'm sure you can speak 800 students. They will just be listening to you. Before you know it, you'll be young like this, you become the HOD of department. 2016 from now is how many years? It's not even up to 10 years. The same man in 2024 was telling me, wala wa. When he was saying it, I didn't understand. He said, you don't understand. He said, Nigeria is bad. I remember I told him, I said, sir, it's not Nigeria. It's not. Life is moving. Times are changing. What you knew that was paying you before, people have moved. Let's take, for example, if anybody told us that without certificates, people will live well and fine in this country, would you have said, yes? A lecturer looked at us when I was in 300 level, looked at us and said, those of you that you are sitting at the back, you don't have destiny. You can imagine. Let those lecturers, let them be telling people now that they don't have destiny. And what's the man teaching? The man was teaching us cow. Cow. The man said, look like cow. That's even the thing. The man looked like cow. Then the man did not explain anything. He would just be reading so that we'll be writing. Read and write. The same note he shares with us is what he will share with the master's degree students in animal science. He will say, I've finished you with notes. Now I want to go and bombard them upstairs with the same notes. No, you have to understand that period. In fact, he was consulting. I'm telling you, the man was consulting for some animal science association, and something animal husbandry, in this one. Nothing like that again. All those periods, they were not creating any innovation. Aboki was not using their own. That man does not have one single cow. And then there is one Hausa man that has over 1,000 cows. That's not there. When the reality came, the more the intelligence, the first thing that happened is they were plateauing. When they were plateauing, they were not telling themselves the truth. They were fighting governments. They were going on strike. But right now, they can't even go on any strike again. I'm telling you. Grit. The best students in my department, we were roommates together for 2 sessions. When the wife is in Abuja, when the wife wanted to give birth, he called me saying, Wale, The CS is 560,000. This one. Say, Peter will be calling people for delivery. Peter, after the entire thing finished, I called him. I said, guy, I know you now. Is your score that we used to look at before we look at our own. Once I see Peter score 70, I'm like 54. It's not anything. I'm being sincere with you. Peter scored, sorry, don't let me say Peter. Agricultural engineering course. Come and see 40, 48, 40. Even me, I think 44, 44E. Thank God, I did not fail. Peter scored 81. It's not a faculty course because agricultural engineering is not with us. All the faculty there, and then the faculty of engineering came together. Peter scored 81 in that course, and there was no 70. And that's my roommate. You know, when you saw 44, you are happy that I did not. When I saw Peter's, I tell say, it's as if this boy was using Bluetooth to collect what is in my head. Because I don't understand. He called. The last time I saw him on Facebook, he's wearing, he has become Reverend Father. I said, I don't understand. How is this thing going? What happened? But can I tell you what happened? I know what happened. Lack of grit. See, this is what makes the A student work for C student. Grit. A gritty man may not have certificate. He finished with a third class, finished with a 2-2. Tony Elumelu finished with a third class from Bender State University. The same Tony Elumelu that has built billion-dollar company. He gave 25 billion naira recently in Lagos to a project. That's a third class citizen. Third class graduate. Amazing. First class graduate are now third class citizen. Why third class graduate are now first class citizen? Why? Grit. Somebody asked me one day, he said, Coach Wale, this thing that you are doing, I had my master's in this same educational psychology that you are talking in 2010. I said, 2010, man, I was 7. He said, what have you done with it? I feel suru. I said, no, it's not patience. The problem is not patience. The problem is you don't take steps. You are always looking at your inadequacies and you never take steps. When you take the first one and you see that there's challenge, you run away. Great. Imagine this light. If Thomas Edison did not do it 9,000 times, how will we have light? You know what it means to try something for 9,000 times? Number 5, build your capacity. This is the last one. I will drop it. This is the last. This is the last. Entrepreneurship. Please. Entrepreneurship will always be here. See, somebody came one day. I was speaking in one EdTech conference that I attended. And the person said, I hope you people know that in the next 50 years, there may not be physical schools. Like children will now wake up in the morning and then they will now come to school. He said, there may not be. I said, yes, I agree. I said, but by that time too, entrepreneurship will remain. People will be busier than now. So they will be looking for where to put their children. Nigeria will be 500 million by 2050. So where will those children be? They will still be in school. But you know the schools that we have, people that have sense, people that understand structure and can convert money. See, there is teaching profession and there is teaching business. I told myself, I don't want to be a professional teacher. It's just title. It's title. I want to be an entrepreneurial teacher. That's what you should be. Yes. You should be how do I know you are an entrepreneurial teacher? You call your price. Jesus. The things that you know, number 1, is highly marketable. Don't do things that are not marketable. How can you tell me you're a civic education teacher? That won't help. AI will give you all the information you want to know in civic. AI will produce it. Give us marketable what? Skills. And engage yourself in marketable content. Language. Language is a big deal now. Am I right? If any teacher tells me and say, but Coach Wale, I did not study English in school, what's wrong with you? Lack of grit. How can you tell me that, hey, because if you don't study, then go for it. Plan ahead. Why you are taking the step? So I'm in school now. I'm studying English education. I'm studying French. I'm studying Yoruba. Do you know that Charterhouse is teaching Yoruba more than every other school in Lagos here? Charterhouse, 42 million naira school. They engage Adenike Ogulesi of Rough and Tumble. Every Thursday they wear Ankara. They are now wearing Adire in a British school. What do you think they are trying to do? They understand what market is looking for. And then they are doing it. And then we have people here. We want to change our name to become British. I said British are copying you. We want to go and copy British. If the thing work, the British will not stay there British. But the people are traveling out of the country, but they want their children to still have a heritage of the land. Igbo, if you are from Igbo land and you cannot speak, learn it. At least that's your root. Learn Yoruba. This Yoruba that we are using. Entrepreneurship must be, number one, it must be about you having marketable products. Don't just come up with something you like. It's not marketable. It's what people want that determines what is marketable. Secondly, it's about you charging the right price. Charging what? The right price. And nobody pays more for function. I hope you know. I went on that note. Nobody pays for what? Function. Yes. The best you can get for function. What does function mean in our context? To teach. If all you do is to teach, I hope you know you won't command. You cannot be an entrepreneur that way. You won't command. There must be image attached to function. There must be experience attached to function. You can Google this thing I'm about to say. It's online. When Barack Obama was going to contest for president in United States of America, he was driving a Chrysler. So because that car is a fancy car and he's going to be moving around in America for campaign, he sold it and bought Ford Explorer. Ford Explorer. They said he bought it for $16,000. And immediately he became president. He auctioned that car. And the person that bought it for $1 million. The car did not change. I hope you know. What did they pay for? They pay for the image that is tied to that thing. You can't just be a teacher. Be conscious, be intentional about your image. A school told me one day, he said, Coach Wale, I hope you know we are not paying for PTA meeting. Yes, now. I said, because my PTA meeting is 200,000. If you want me to come and speak, a proprietor looked at me. He said, we can say it. I said, go and say it now. Go there and talk about it. So if you want me to show up and I will speak 20 minutes that you people used to give me, that's my money. Coach Wale, I want to come and do this your work. I said, hey, come and do it. But I told her, I said, do you see where the problem is? You are thinking is what I'm doing. You don't know that me, I'm charging who I am. I said, raise yourself to my level. See if you will not. That's the point. Add image to that thing that you are doing. That's what it works. So when you see people calling price, they don't call price for what they do alone because people don't pay for function. See, there's a wristwatch now, Rolex, $1 million. It's the same watch to a Rolls Royce Culina. What do you guys call that Rolls Royce? Look at it. Can you imagine? One wristwatch. There's a Richard Mille watch that is 600 million naira. 600 million naira. 600 million can build you. He can build 10 houses. And somebody will put it in his and it won't even look like anything. But in Idumota here, there is 6,000 naira wristwatch that will work. I hope you know. That wristwatch will work. In other words, if you want to know the time, it will still tell you the time. So what do you think the people that are selling 600 million naira watch, what do you think they are selling? They are not selling ability to watch time. Teachers, stop selling your teaching alone. I hope with this viewpoint of mine, I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you.
Thank you very much. Now, please, if you are clapping for Coach Wale, please. Believe me, Coach Wale has actually spent extra time. Thank you so much, sir. That was Eyamiloyibo. Mrs. Alako. That was excellent, mind blowing, fantastic. They've spoken, sir. The people have spoken.